Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Downeast. And I got a screener for this film, this crime drama, a story of love, loss, and redemption. Downeast dives into the often ignored seedy underbelly of Maine. The film combines crime, revenge, and hope for a new life. Think The Departed and The Town and On the Waterfront, all thrown into one movie. And this film is totally Maine. Like, I haven't seen New England accents like this since The Departed and The Town. So, it's very much like, it feels Maine. Like, this feels just as Maine as Cabot Cove. And you have this fishing town, and you have our main character here, Tommy, who, his best friend was murdered, his sister's back in town. He might have been too involved in the situation that led to what happened to her brother, and they start catching feelings for each other, and then you're just sitting here like, wait a minute, is this on the waterfront? But we'll get there. This film is directed by Raffa, who creates a tense and gritty crime drama. And, it definitely has that feel to it that really works for the film. And, this is a worthy crime drama, and I enjoyed this quite a bit. It has a lot of different kinds of elements. You have the mob elements, both the Irish mob, and you have the Irish mob. Of course, you have the Italian mob. They didn't say if they were from Rhode Island or not, but I watched The Departed plenty of times. But you have all of those different kinds of elements. You got the fisherman life going on, straight out of Blow the Man Down, and you have all these different kinds of elements that come together, like the boxing, and we're really gonna get there because this is really if you really take a step back and really think about it, there's so many elements borrowed from other movies. This feels so similar to On the Waterfront in so many ways, and it's especially if you took The Town and On the Waterfront and combine them, that's this movie. And it could be a little distracting, it was distracting for me, but it might not be for people that don't watch 50 million movies like I do, and sit there and wait a minute. And you're sitting there, it's a lot of it's I've seen this before, but what really works is you got Greg Finley, who's straight up looks like Matt Damon, feels like Matt Damon, except if he was as tall and built like Ben Affleck. So basically, if Matt Damon and Ben Affleck had a baby, you get Greg Finley, and he's a really strong central lead here. He's charismatic, he's unassuming. You like this guy. And then you have Dylan Silver, who plays Emma, the sister here. And I really love their chemistry together. I really was rooting for them. I liked them together. And for me, it's hard for me to really feel connected to romances in movies without them feeling cheesy. I believe this. It felt raw. It felt like I could invest in this relationship. And then you have a lot of supporting characters like Joss Glennie Smith, who plays this ginger asshole. My God, he's one of those kinds of characters that you're I'm going to hate this movie if I don't watch him get the shit kicked out of him or something bad happen to him. And you'll have to see the film to find out if that happens. Then you have Kirk Fox, who, oh my God, he's the mixer guy from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. It's I got Allman Brothers tickets. And he is great comic relief here. He really works well within the story. He really fits the feel of it. And, the cast in general really works. You have some supporting turns from, Judson Mills, who's, the main mobster guy, Gareth Williams, who's Tommy's father. And the cast is really game. It works. They're all doing their thing. There's some really strong tension at moments. The climax of this film is a little scuffle inside a house, and it's intense, and you are just waiting for things to blow off. This isn't David Fincher or Denis Villeneuve level of tension, but it's a well crafted kind of film, and it's juggling a lot, and for the most part hits most of those beats. Like, if it wasn't so derivative and didn't try to balance too many things, I would be loving this movie. It has some drawbacks, but I still think this is above average crime drama, and I really felt engaged and engrossed into it. I bought into this relationship, I bought into the drama going on, and I wanted people to work out and be able to get what they want. And that hope for a new life is such a universal dream, and it works so well to build that relatability with Tommy. And this film really does a lot with a lot of borrowing of other films. But in the end, I really recommend this. I think this is a really strong crime drama, and it's worth your time. But those are my thoughts on Downeast. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.